Merry Christmas. So I thought for December this year we'd have a look at some Christmas games, and I thought I'd start with one of the most bizarre, Batman Arkham Origins. This comes up quite often as a Christmas game, or game set at Christmas, because it's actually set on Christmas Eve. But it's such a bizarre game to think that people would think of. It was... yeah, let's do all that, that's fine. It was designed by... Well, let's give some context. So, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City were massive hits for Rocksteady, who were the developer, and Warner Brothers, who were the publisher. And then Rocksteady went off to go and do Batman Arkham Knight. But in the interim, Warner Brothers decided to make a kind of spin-off game called Batman Arkham Origins. They gave it to Warner Brothers Games Montreal. It's interesting for a number of reasons. It was the first non-Rocksteady Batman game. It was also the first Batman game to have multiplayer, which I don't really know how that turned out in the end. I can't imagine I'm going to find anybody playing it, so we might not be able to find out today.
You just ran out of time. Knowing that tonight we put to rest one of Gotham's most heinous and relentless killers, Julian Gregory Day.
Commissioner Loeb, any comment on the rumor that it wasn't actually the cops who captured Mr. Day?
There is no such thing as a Batman.
Captain Gordon! Captain Gordon! Commissioner Loeb!
No further questions. No further questions.
All units, code 10 at Blackgate Prison. Communication is down. Possible to 11.
Delta 6-4 en route.
Dispatch 5-9. Confirm code 10. This is a breakout.
Suspect identified as Black Mask. Repeat, code 10 suspect is Black Mask. Commissioner Loeb is being held captive. Repeat, Commissioner Loeb is 701.
I feel like I shouldn't be talking over the cutscenes, but nothing's really happening, so...
You do realize it is Christmas Eve.
There you go, there's your Christmas tie-in. So generally the games we're going to look at in December will be Christmas related, but I've relaxed those rules to include things that are winter based, or predominantly winter based, so this is one of the more oblique references to Christmas. It's snowing, for Christ's sake. This game came out in 2013, October 25th, 2013 to be exact, and that was just before the PS4 and the Xbox One came out, so we are looking at a 360 PS3 Wii U game, which, hey, that was... celebrate the time when they were still making Wii U games. We'll look at the PC version, as you can probably tell by the frame rate.
He said he'd leave my family alone if I did what he asked.
It still looks really good. These Batman games always did, because there was a lot of style going on.
Kill you, all right. But by the time I do, that eye won't be the only thing you're missing. What is that? Behind you.
Some sort of Batman?
I mean, try something original. Who do you think you are? No! Stay away! Don't hurt me!
Right, so I know we haven't talked about these games before, but I can't imagine there's many people out there who are not aware of Batman Arkham Asylum, or Arkham City, or Arkham Knight. They all play very similarly.
I don't know what it is, it's you.
And the combat's kind of gone on to inspire all sorts of games, like it inspired Shadow of Mordor, it inspired Sleeping Dogs. It's, yeah, you can see the impact this game has had on gaming at large.
I don't have time to discuss this, but you and I both know that doesn't make what you did right.
That's a weird camera angle.
Turn your radios to channel 13 for further instructions.
Right, where are we going? We going down here?
These are Black Mask's men. I'll make them tell me where I can find Black Mask.
Yes, by punching them. Ah! I don't get the rhythm right. It's like Assassin's Creed, you have to remember that countering is the most important thing in the world. Original counter, or original Assassin's Creed.
Okay, I'm sure we can work something out.
Let me interrogate you.
How the hell should I know?
I'm going to make you talk. How much pain you endure before that is in your hands. I don't have time for this.
Okay. We said it.
Is that it? Just say I don't have time for this and go, alright, I'll tell you.
Smart move. Now you get to take a nap.
Alright, gain access to the Oh.
A drone. That doesn't belong here. Wonder who's controlling it.
Yeah, yep. I do have a tendency to just keep pressing X in this game. Are we done here?
Waste. I should use my grapple gun to get over this gate.
I agree. Yes, there's a big focus on gadgets and various other bits of technology to get around and solve puzzles.
Talk like that's what got you into this mess in the first place.
He's wearing body armor. Knocking him off balance with my cable exploding.
Ah, yes, okay. So there's different... That's it. Different attacks depending on who you're attacking. So he's got body armor, so... You have to do that kind of... Whack him with your cloak. Cloak? Whatever it's called. Use batarangs. Yeah, I really need to aim at the button, don't I? Right, I need to slide under there. There's a lot of buttons in these games, I will say that. They're very control heavy. The combat is, I think, the greatest strength of these games. I loved Arkham Asylum. I think the small world that they set that in was perfect. And Arkham City, I want to go back and play it one of these days. Maybe I'll hook a PC up to a 4K TV and play it that way, but sounds like those remakes weren't great. Alright, so this is the end of the...
floor is weak.
Oh.
I can use my explosive gel to break through.
Where? Oh, just anywhere. It's pretty not smart to detonate it while you're standing on it, Batman.
They say crime doesn't pay. Someone ought to check the good police commissioner's pockets, because they are lined with my money. And what have I got to show for it, huh? My own men in the slammer? Nah, no more. No, tonight, we're making some changes. Some big changes.
Do I have to go through this grate by any chance? It's another thing, another common pattern of Batman games. You crawl through a lot of grates. It's like Metal Gear Solid 1. Also, it goes first person when you climb through the grates. You just don't get long codec conversations with Master.
I didn't sign up for getting my ass kicked. Let us back in our cells.
Combo breakdown. Ooh, break his leg. Bit rough. What's in here? Lots of calendars. Go fishing. Turkey Day with family. Right, where are we going?
wall beside him is weak. If I can find a way in behind it, I can take him down.
Oh, look,
safely.
there's a grate up here. And I need to use the claw thing to pull that. So I think that's one of my problems with this game, is that having played Arkham Asylum, where they introduce you to all of these concepts, then Arkham City kind of just has all those again, but adds a few more. And now Arkham Origins is reintroducing them again for a third time. It's still a great feeling game. Quick fire batarang. Ah, yes. Yeah, I've done enough climbing in grates to last me a lifetime. I think they did a good job in Arkham Knight of kind of getting away from that a little bit. I know they replaced some of it with car driving, which people didn't much care for, but I thought it was at least something different.
What's all this about, Sionis? Haven't I always come through for you?
You may have, Gillian, but things have changed. We're starting with a clean slate, and you're not on it.
What are you talking about? I'm not on it? After all I've done for you. I'm a police commissioner, damn it!
Show's over, boys.
This appears to be a bad situation that Batman could help in.
Too late. Commissioner Loeb is dead. Black Mask has a lot to answer for.
And his goons.
We're never getting out of here. We gotta try.
Right, let's give him the cloak. Give him the beat down. Oh. Yeah, the problem with this game is they don't give you a lot of rope to work with. So that wasn't smart. Alright, let's beat this guy. Alright, where are we going? This game still looks great. That's why it blew my mind when they did the Return to Arkham collection on PS4 and Xbox One. Why they even bothered like redoing the graphics and updating it to Unreal Engine 4. It just looks good as it is.
Next thing that gets smashed will be your face.
Like, just put the original games out at 60 frames a second. They look amazing.
The memory card is damaged, but I should be able to recover most of the data back at the Batcave.
Because that's how memory cards work? The cutscenes haven't aged very well because they're very clearly 720p videos from the Xbox 360 version, I would guess. As was always the case with these games, they would compress them for 360 and then you'd watch the same crappy video on PS3. Actually, I don't know about Batman. Maybe Batman didn't do that. The video compression I remember in Arkham Asylum was horrendous. Like, they must have really run out of disk space.
Caught your scent.
I know I caught yours.
It's good CG though. Just a shame it's not higher res. Because then you look at this, it's like super sharp and... Oh, good old Killer Croc. If I remember rightly, do I have to get him to walk into the explosive things? Oh no, you have to use beatdown, okay. This is not going to end well. Where am I? There you go. Why is it gone all slow motion? Oh, press the A button. Tell us it's a 2013 game. They love this sort of crap. Mash the A button until you can't feel your fingers anymore. Yeah, so I can't move. Ah, that's quite cool. Oh, that's not. Hey! Batman does kind of glide around a lot. Oh, that did not work. Please stop trying to eat me. It's not very nice. Also, he solves that situation with one light punch. Oh dear. Right, is he going to get one more of those things? Because I might be able to solve this by just throwing batarangs. Yes!
Your boss, where's he going?
The boss of me is me.
I want teeth. I want answers.
Okay, that hasn't aged particularly well.
Wait till Black Mask's assassins get through with you.
What assassin?
Whoever wins is gonna be.
Killer Croc doesn't seem particularly bothered by your threatening actions.
At least we know he won't be ugly.
Oh, zing!
Hold it right there.
We're taking you in.
Not tonight.
Oh, the Bat spaceship.
No such thing as a Batman, huh?
I still think it's impressive for a company like Warner Brother Games Montreal to make a game like this.
Shall I warm up Christmas dinner?
No. It's going to be a long night, Alfred.
But I like the fact that
Ran into
I know they were working to a template, but the fact they managed to pull a game like this
Black Mask has
together
assassins to kill me.
is still quite impressive. Right, how do we level up? Oh yeah, there's this system, isn't there? Let's go for that one. Increase batarang stun time. Glide boost attack. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Triple batarang. So you're having to unlock the same sort of stuff that you had in the previous game. Yeah. Right, what are we doing? Use the bat computer. I'm guessing that's this thing over here. Yeah, has he got enough screens? Not since Swordfish has there been so many screens on one computer.
Assassins, sir? As in more than one?
That's right.
And you heard this from the mouth of a crocodile man?
His name is Killer Croc.
Crocodile Man.
He's already behind bars.
Oh, I pity his cellmate.
I don't. Let's see what else is on the drone's hard drive.
Each of them gets one of these envelopes. I need them delivered tonight.
They're all hired killers, the best in the business. Black Mask isn't messing around. Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, former military, subject of a failed medical experiment.
Failed, you say?
Garfield Linz, aka Firefly, burns on 90% of his body. His obsession is going to be his end.
How unlike anyone I know.
Here's a face I don't recognize. Copperhead. Strange. These reports reference a male, not a female.
14 escapes, huh? Well, you won't forget not. What the?
Floyd Lawton, aka Deadshot. Says here he's an expert sharpshooter.
How on earth?
Suspected of many assassinations. Dangerous, but reckless. Street tough named Lester Baczynski. Calls himself Electrocutioner.
Shocking.
Oh God, Alfred.
Her skill
You could
is
do better.
unmatched. Bane, here in Gotham. Why would he be taking money as a hired killer?
Is that Warden Joseph?
Must be how Black Mask got inside the prison. He uses torture for intimidation and entertainment.
8 assassins after your head. What are you going to do?
I'm going to find out who is operating this drone. Make them tell me what they know. Then I'm going to find Black Mask and put an end to this.
And probably fight the other 7 bosses. Just a theory.
Sir, I may be stating the obvious here, but you do realize that since you and I are the only people who know the Batman's true identity, those assassins will all fail their mandate if you'd just spend the evening here.
They'll put innocents in danger to attract my attention. I can't take that risk.
And you think it's a better idea to just put yourself in their crosshairs?
There's only one person in Gotham who can get his hands on something like this. The Penguin. He's been tracking Black Mask. Its next waypoint was a rendezvous with
Not the
Penguin
Riddler?
at Jezebel Plaza. I'll make them talk.
There's a lot of people who could get that sort of techno stuff.
Doing.
Well, in case you change your mind and want to train tonight instead, I'll keep your training facility active. The Batwing is prepped and ready to take you to Jezebel Plaza, sir.
That cape. So good. Right. Let's get back out there. We could go do some training, but eh.
Sir, to make your travels easier, I went ahead and set up some auto-nav points at different areas of the city. One of my preset destinations should take you right to Jezebel Plaza.
Alright, let's do that then.
Alfred, I'm tracking it too. It appears the control towers you use for your auto-nav systems are putting out a jamming signal. Storm damage. You'll have to go down there and find that out for yourself, sir. Got it. I'm close to one now.
That face just drops in. Oh, it literally smashes through a window. So I will say there is an open world to this. It's not as linear as it looks.
What the? Grab the hostages!
You seeing this? What the hell is it? You got some kind of death wish?
I should use my smoke pellets here. I need to get up and out of danger. He can't shoot what he can't see. Attacking head-on is a good way to get myself shot, and probably the hostage too. But they won't expect an attack from above. Nobody ever does.
This is very tutorial-y.
That's it?
No! I quit.
Okay. Let's open another vent, shall we?
I can sneak up on the hostage taker by crawling through the vent.
What the hell was that? You think it's the guy that hired us?
I like that he's very careful about taking the lid off normally,
What's going on?
but if there's a bad guy behind it,
I will.
just smack through it.
Supposed to be a service call. Fix the tower in and out. Nobody has to die. Just walk away.
The explosive gel. Oh no, it's gonna be a punch.
I can fix the tower. Whatever you want. Just please don't hurt me.
All I want is for you to get yourself to safety.
Where's the other one? Or was that it? I love the ledge takedown. Oh, yeah, she ropes them now. Did he do that in the first game? Can't remember. I've probably played through Arkham Asylum
This tower malfunction.
Oof.
Storm damage. I need to set up a
4 or 5
crime scene to
times.
Find out what happened. I should start by.
It's been long enough I can't remember.
I should investigate this crime scene before going any further.
Right. Evidence scanner. This is an interesting one. Got some light, puzzly stuff. Again, I think the other games did this as well.
Victim's name is David Shannon, a Gotham Optics employee sent here to repair a faulty network tower. But what killed him? Scanning the DNA impact on the wall should provide an answer. Impact analysis indicates the victim was killed by some kind of explosion, originating at that access panel. I should scan it for additional clues.
I love additional clues.
It looks like the panel was rigged to detonate when swiped with a key card. Someone really didn't want this tower repaired, and it looks like that same someone left a set of fingerprints behind. Alfred, I'm uploading some prints for analysis. Let me know what comes back.
Bit of texture on that floor.
Searching now. And here we are. They belong to one John F. Baker.
Okay, it looks best. Doesn't look that great when you zoom in, but
Small jobs mostly. And that's curious.
What's curious?
Mr. Baker's dead, sir. His body was recovered from the Diamond District just under an hour ago.
it does kind of hold up.
Someone's tying up loose ends. I can bypass the booby-trapped access panel with my cryptographic sequencer, but I'll need the encryption codes from the victim's access card. Reviewing the crime scene will show me where it is.
Is that it? Oh, you have to actually rewind the footage. There you go. Yeah, I know it's... Oh, do I just need to... Okay. I was waiting for it to tell me I could open it, but apparently I'm clever enough to do that by myself. That's it. Just scan the... This scanning stuff is a bit fussy.
This card has the codes I need to hack any of the network
Yes.
panels.
So now select the cryptographic enhancer, sequencer, whatever it's called. Cryptographic enhancer. Sounds good. And it's the usual kind of move the analog sticks until you get a match. We go outside. I think this is where the open world kicks in.
Alfred, contact the GCPD. Let them know about the body. Send the data from my analysis, too.
Certainly, sir. Does this mean you found the source of the disturbance?
I think so.
What? Oh. Oh, good. Another mash A button. At least that wasn't that too bad. More cryptographic sequences.
Well, if it isn't the King Thug himself. Figured it was only a matter of time before you showed up. Sorry about the mess downstairs.
Who is this?
Think of me as a great big...
It's the Riddler.
You're never going to...
Come on, you must know by now.
Oh, you must think taken control of towers all over the city. As long as they're active, your Batwing's useless. And it looks like it's gonna stay that way. I mean, this one's practically begging to be taken offline, and you still can't hack it. Pun intended, of course. Black Mask's not going to like this.
What are you talking
We'll set a better password then.
You like to know.
With the jammer offline, I can travel here with the Batwing. Those relays are part of a distributed security system. I wonder what they're protecting. That must be where Enigma set up shop. I need to pay him a visit.
Cool. So now I can go outside. Oh, come on.
That's the plan.
Oh, I can skip. Good. Let's watch the out world. I think it looks really good. Look at that. I mean, it doesn't look as spectacular as Arkham Knight, but it also doesn't have the performance issues of that on the PC, so this is still a pretty mighty fine looking game. Do some gliding. And that, I think, is Batman Arkham Origins. I don't think it's a game that most people won't be familiar with, because it's been around a lot, and the Batman games are pretty popular. So I don't feel like I need to explain every single in and out of it. Other than to say, I think they're pretty cool. I really like them. And I'm one of those people who really liked Batman Arkham Knight. So, yep. This game is pretty good too. One of these days, I might actually play it through to completion. Whoops. Well, that ruined that ending. Oh, hang on. Let me drop attack. Yeah, take that. Oh, I should have pressed Y. Anyway, that's Batman Arkham Origins. We got more Batman games to look at this this month, bizarrely. But for now, that's our first one in the bag.